And we're back. So then SmackDown with AJ, with Daniel Bryan, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Again, it's really awesome to see Daniel Bryan back in action. The place went absolutely ballistic when he went on offense. And then Kevin and Sami got pretty good heat, cutting that off. And pretty much laying out Daniel Bryan for a couple weeks. So I'm really looking forward to the tag match.
Okay. This is absolutely a great angle to close out the show. With Daniel killing again on all promo. The beatdown angle was great with some real short heat on Kevin and Sami. And the place splitting as Daniel got in his signature offense. I guess he looked happy to be back in the ring physically. After so long, and
in his suit jacket and jeans.
And
tennis shoes.
Anyway, landed on his head 4 times. So I kicked him in the face twice and took an apron bump to his back and neck. Other than that, it was easy going. Like
he had to take an impact test afterwards. So.
That might be his impact test.
Yeah.
The crowd treated the whole thing like a huge deal too, and he also told us at the stage for a time match with Shane and Daniel. Some complaint. I see some complaints that Daniel got structured out on his first night back, but it was 2-on-1, and then he's been out for 2 years, so it made sense. Next on 205 Live, kick things over with Hideo Tommy versus Lindsay Dorado. Well, first we got to kick ass with the video package. Well, it'll just be a tournament that happens. So if I like then Hideo Tommy versus Lindsay Dorado. And it comes Lindsay dumped to Tommy over the ropes. Hideo argued with Dremel Leak, and ML Leak slammed him to the apron for the DQ. They all argued post-match to keep the feud rolling. Hideo defeats Lindsay with DQ at 6:14.
I thought it was a really good match. And I'm interested to see what both sides have. I really do want to see what they do with the Cruiserweight Tag Division, because obviously this is the start of that.
This is a perfectly solid match designed to keep the feud between the two teams going. We get a Drew Gulak promo video, then we get a sit-down promo from Cedric Alexander talking about running a spot WrestleMania. He achieved one dream making there, but he's not unless he wins the title. TJP versus Kenneth Johnson. The detonation kick and knee bar finished it in 240.
Essentially a squash match.
It was fun showcasing TJP. Unfortunately, Kenneth Johnson wasn't that good. We get he looked like the lost cousin of the Killer Beast.
Yeah, his gear wasn't that good.
We did Mustafa Ali video package. Drake Maverick is pissed about the finish of the opener. Drake books Akira versus Kalisto versus TJP versus Buddy Murphy for next week in a fatal 4-way, knowing that he needs to start looking for a challenger for a new champion of the crown at Mania. And the main event, Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak. Mustafa went he got out of the giant sleeper with the DDT. Then he held top and hit the implode 450 on Drew for the win in 15-10.
It was probably my match of the week.
Same here.
I really did like the hard hitting spots that Mustafa and Gulak did. The backdrops are, I guess, for the lack of a better term, street fighting. Right by the announcer's table. I really did enjoy that, and I felt Gulak's a little bit more aggressive side shining really strong there, and Ali eventually overcoming that and hitting his finisher for the win. I thought it was a great match, and I think you guys should really see it.
This was a very, very good match. With the craze backline like Drew, proven to be an excellent heel for the foil for the Never Say Die babyface and Mustafa. They've done an excellent job of making Mustafa babyface to get behind. So, but he not only showed he won't back down, but he would change his tone to be ruthless to fight for what he wants. So, and they did an excellent job building him up, and he and Cedric is the right call for the finals in my eyes.
Yeah.
Mustafa's in post match. He says we are going to WrestleMania, and he's going to fight his whole life. He fought his whole life to bring himself in the finals on Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander. As of right now on the main card for WrestleMania. And then NXT kicks off this week with the Sound of Silence for Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso's back for his third shot talking about for NXT.
But this time he does speak.
Right. Johnny Gargano. The previous size he's been booed out of the building left. He's getting more the same here, so keeps toying with the crowd. He's gone and told. Side note, Ciampa pulls off the smug asshole really well in these segments, by the way.
Yeah, he does.
He finally yells, he's going. Ciampa can say that Johnny won't be walking out here because he's going to Tommaso Ciampa and heaving the crowd, drops the mic and leaves. But as he does, he rips up a giant emoji sign and attacks him. No wait. Johnny wrestles here and attacks. They brawl in the ring, security pulls Johnny away as the crowd chants to let them fight.
Again, Ciampa's been really killing it in these segments. I really did like the interaction between Gargano and Ciampa. It got me excited. Full Sail is probably the most excited it's been in ever. Well, not ever. NXT used to be Full Sail used to be a very popping crowd, but it just feels like a very long time that they were actually this loud and excited for something. Yeah. I'm really enjoying the stuff between Gargano and Ciampa.
Yeah, it was a short, simple, and very effective segment. The angle's been really great so far. In the Dusty Classic Saturday, the Street Profits and the AOP have all advanced Mustache Mountains out of the tournament due to Tyler Bate being injured. Replacing them is Roger Strong and a partner of his choosing. We get prototype from the Undisputed Era, complaining about Rye being added to the Dusty Classic. They claim whoever wins will just end up losing to them. Dusty Classic tournament match, Roger Strong and Pete Dunne versus Oney Lorcan and Dane Burch. Ryan tied in, hit a backbreaker to MF Hardy to finish it at 8:35.
Very good tag match. NXT probably had the best set of matches this week. And I think this kicked it off very nicely. I thought it was a really good match. And I'm really excited to see Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong's tag team.
Yeah, it was a good back and forth and hard-hitting match. Ryan and Pete don't like each other, but they have mutual respect, so as well as mutual hatred, the Undisputed Era. So this is a lot of fun. We get a Ricochet video package. He's coming soon. Non-title match: Ember Moon versus Aaliyah. The corn clothesline followed, and the Eclipse finished it at 2:55.
Again, short on the sore side, almost a squash, but Aaliyah did get in some offense.
Yeah, fine squash, and then lead to a face-off with Shayna.
Yeah.
To build to their rematch. Andrade attacked Raul Mendoza, who was in his way to ring. His lead made their way around. Ring. He runs down Aleister Black, calling him a piece of shit, and he wants Aleister to fight next week.
It was kind of funny too. Raul was just coming out for a match, and Andrade ran up and threw him off.
Yeah,
it's hysterical.
We get Lars Sullivan video package. He's returning next week as well. One Regal has a big announcement for next week. One that will change the landscape of it in NXT. And the main event, Adam Cole versus Cassius Ohno. The Ryan D. Strike finished Cassius at 11 minutes even.
If it wasn't for Gulak and Mustafa, I would say this would probably be the match of the week. It was very exciting and probably the best Cassius Ohno match in WWE so far.
Yeah, it was a good back and forth match, and they worked well together. And Adam picked up a win, and to get some more momentum, and more importantly, he did it with no help. Yeah. So, and then next week, Lars Sullivan's in action, Aleister Black in action, Dusty Classic Tournament match, Street Profits versus AOP, and Dusty Classic Tournament match, Sandy versus Roger Strong, Pete Dunne. That's probably the match at night on NXT next week, that one. So, the botch of the week?
Botch of the week. I would actually say that there is very few mistakes.
Yeah, unless you're gonna buy an actual botch in the ring.
Yeah.
There's nothing really like one stand out.
Yeah.
Carmella got kicked in the face, so I'm good there. The spray tan went flying right off.
If you're going by booking decision, I guess Charlotte losing.
Yeah.
But even I don't have that big of a problem with it because it was kind of by distraction, and Natalia's probably also the next opponent for Asuka afterwards anyway.
Yeah.
So you do have to do something to build her up.
Mm.
I guess the botch of the week would actually be a botch from Corbin and Ty.
Yeah. Show of the week.
I do have my pick.
And Aaron got it too. I'm trying to figure out which one has it. That's the Edge. Okay.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, NXT.
NXT.
Alright, we did agree on that.
Yeah, for me, it came out to NXT and SmackDown.
Yeah.
I gave it to NXT just because of the Dusty Classic tag match and the main event.
Yeah.
It was just better matches, I thought.
Yeah, I thought they both had a great opening segment. SmackDown may have gotten a little bit more of the edge there.
Yeah, SmackDown won with the segments, I think, though, because of Brian.
Yeah.
And the build up to me, but NXT had matches.
Exactly. They had Adam and Cassius and
Ryan
Petey versus
P.
Petey.
You'll see Pete Williams like,
yes, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Only Lorcan and Danny Burch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe I was mixing Petey and Danny. Pete and Danny.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, anyway.
Yeah. That P. Dunn and Roger Strong.
P.D. Dunn and Roddy.
Yeah.
Maybe I was thinking Roddy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
They both had great segments and literally came out to the matches.
Yeah.
That'll do for this, and then next video, Backlash 2000.
Yep. See you then.